All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Muscle Discord, and I'm going to do my 2024 Arnold Classic UK top 5 predictions. And, this is going to be a battle. This is going to be another battle if everyone shows up, right? As you can see, Hadi Choopan is still pending, but I'm pretty sure that he's going to make it in for this competition. Just has to get the visa issued. It shouldn't be as hard as getting a visa for the US as it is for the UK. So I think, fingers crossed, Hadi's going to be there. Samson's getting ready. And we got James as well. So we're going to start off with James Hollingshead. I have him in my 5th place position. Right? James also placed 5th at the Arnold, Ohio. Okay. And yes, James has some home turf advantage, right? He's already there. He's acclimatized. He's back home, right? He's in his backyard. So you would think he's going to look more improved, right? You got the comforts of home. You got the familiarity with things. If James comes in more tight, which I expect him to do, again, his track record isn't that great, first and foremost, for coming in dialed in on that stage. As you can see here, he's still holding a film of water over his physique. He just needs to be drier. And with his structure and size, he can battle up and stand next to Samson, Dada, Akim Williams, and others that I'm going to mention here in a little bit. But with that being said, I am holding off and keeping him from moving up the ranks because I think we're going to have some other athletes that are also going to improve and that can leap ahead of James, like Akim Williams, who I have in 4th place. Now, if you watch the Arnold Classic Ohio live stream, you saw in the finals that the judges put Akim ahead of Jon De La Rosa, having him in that 4th place position. Now, if Akim tightens up and dials it in for prejudging, I have him ahead of James Hollingshead. I do not have him ahead of Jon De La Rosa, who I'm going to announce here for my 3rd place prediction. Akim looks much drier here now, leading in. This is a few days leading into the show, peak week. That back double bicep looks ridiculous. Like, that just shows the pure genetics that Akim has, but he still does have a little bit of a funky structure in the way the lats insert so high up on his torso. And when he does the transition between going into that lat spread and he pulls in that Christmas tree, it's a really weird looking Christmas tree, if you ever noticed that. The side quad on Akim Williams is ridiculous. The side chest is one of his best poses, and the side tricep. Really one of his most dominating poses are both that side chest and side tricep. So we're going to see how he fares in this competition. He's got to travel there. He's got to acclimatize. Some guys can't deal with that, with the pressure. I know someone else who I'm going to mention right now, Jon De La Rosa. He's already adjusting his sleeping patterns for the UK. Very smart strategy, right? He's going to bed at different times. He's going to bed at UK time. He's getting up in the morning at UK time. So that when he gets there, he knows he only has a few days there to acclimatize and adjust with the jet lag. So he's already changing his sleeping patterns. And because of that, I could almost have Akim ahead of Jon De La Rosa because genetically, he's a freak of nature. But because Jon, being the veteran that he is, Akim's also a veteran, but Jon, being the smart veteran that he is in this game, he's preparing himself ahead of time. He's checking off all the boxes. He's making sure he's doing his due diligence and preparing for the show and traveling overseas where you can get stressed out as a bodybuilder, right? You're out of your comfort zone. So here we have some video footage of De La Rosa 6 days out, leading into the Arnold UK, holding his conditioning very tight and dry from the Arnold Classic Ohio, where Jon placed 4th. I think Jon's going to bump up a spot here and place third and battle it with Samson and Hadi Choopan for sure. It's going to be a battle between Hadi, Samson, De La Rosa, Akim, and James. It's going to be a great top 5, right? But let's transition into Samson Dada, who's been, the topic of a lot of channels because of the, splitting up with Milos. That's a huge deal. And, not performing at his best at the Arnold Classic, Ohio. And this look at all the poses. Look at his midsection. In between all these poses, it's hanging out like a turtle shell. He can't control his midsection. And if he's going to talk about being, aesthetically pleasing and having the symmetry and the great lines, you can't have that when your stomach protrudes. Look at right there. Again, it's protruding on every pose. He can't control it. And Tyler Mannion, right there, Tyler Mannion pointed it out. The protruding abs sticking out in every shot when you can't control it and you want to be number one, you want to win, right? You don't want to be criticized for your physique. I'm going to criticize your physique, right? You got flaws. You're not perfect. There's things that you need to address. You're conditioning from the back. The glutes aren't in. So don't get an attitude with your fans when they call you out on this and come at them, right? We love your physique. We think you can do a lot of damage, but I think you're moving in the wrong direction, Samson Dada. And he's got to rectify that. I hope he can. I'm sure he'll be tighter here for the UK. This is a really good look here. This was 5 days before the Arnold UK. And then something happened in between those 5 days and the water comes on. Maybe it's the stress. Maybe it's anxiety. But this is someone who knows how to handle the stress. This is someone that knows how to deal with the pressure and keep his cool and keep it professional. And that's Hadi Choopan. Hadi Choopan, the day after the Arnold Classic Ohio, got on that stair mill, put on his hoodie, and went to work. And you're going to see that work. If he's allowed into the UK, hopefully, fingers crossed he is, he's going to win the show. There's nothing that 10 days can do to change Samson's physique. Sure, it can tighten up, but you're not going to bring that graininess. You're not going to bring the striations, the cuts, the deep detail that Hadi Choopan has. And hey, you know what? Maybe Hadi can come in even tighter for the UK just to solidify it even more, just to hold off Samson even more from taking that title from Hadi. Hadi's not going to let that go. Hell no. And he's going to put on another show. He's going to put on another camp on how to come in conditioned, how to come in polished, how to show off that midsection, how to do the vacuum right there. I mean, you can't touch him right now. He's confident. He's back to training hard. This was taken today. This is March 11th, right? So Hadi's in the trenches. He's focused. He's not going on social media talking about his emotions. He's a true champion, putting in the work, and it's paying off. And I'm really happy to see this for Hadi Choopan because after what he went through at the Olympia, he was really devastated by it, obviously, as he walked off stage and took off the medal. It wasn't good. We thought maybe that was the end of Hadi after the way he acted on stage because he got emotional. But he regrouped really quick, got his composure together, hammered down, came in and won the Arnold Classic Ohio, and now he's about to come in and win the Arnold Classic UK. And I hope he shows up. I hope he gets his visa through because if he doesn't, man, it's just going to be, an easier win for Samson Dada. And I don't think it's easy. I think Jon can push him and Akim can push him. But leave a comment below. Who do you think is going to win? Do you agree with my predictions? All right, guys, I love you. Please remember to subscribe and like. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.